but that makes everything all better because I can see you.
That's very kind. What I'm going to start with today, that Cowboy Style, a Kylie Minogue song from the Impossible Princess album, is severely underrated.
Good.
She played the Pyramid Tent at Glastonbury, the Legends slot. Mm-hmm. You did a similar thing on a lower level. Go.
Are you referring to my recent appearance at the world famous Glastonbury Festival?
Yes.
Yeah, I was on stage somewhere, I think.
Were you perpendicular?
I was, apart from when I fell on my arse. Honestly, I tripped over guy ropes, but didn't drop my pints. I put my foot through a pallet, twisted my ankle and fell on my arse. I've had a lovely time. I've lost my car keys.
As long as you didn't die on your arse.
I didn't die on my arse. Actually, do you know what? Because it's a festival, so the tent fills up and fills down, and the people just coming and going all the time. But it was fucking great. Honestly, I'm still giddy. I can't quite calm down.
Did you sleep in a tent?
Some of the time.
No, but is that what you were staying in? You weren't in a hotel?
No. Very much in a tent, in a field, surrounded by other people who were in tents.
Oh, my God.
And there was not a lot of washing going on. There was a lot of drinking and a lot of stuff. It was, genuinely, it was like the first day was over sensory. There was so much to see and do and get caught up in. It was just great.
Sounds disgusting.
No, I think you have to let yourself go. I think you have to not.
I'm unable to.
Yeah, you'd hate it. You would absolutely fucking hate it. Oh, sorry, I'm swearing. Why am I swearing? Oh, I don't know. I cannot recommend Glastonbury. I'd never been before. The idea of it before made me feel sick, a bit like it does to you. Mm-hmm. And having done it now, but you do have to let go. You just have to not worry about hygiene or any of that stuff. No. And everybody's on drugs.
Right, okay, but
either coming up, coming down, on, roundabout. It's weird.
Yeah. So did you actually sit with people that smelled of BO?
No, because you were out in the fresh air, so you didn't really get the whiff of it the same way you would in a contained container. No, not that we're in the container today. We're in, feels like a well. Doesn't it?
It's a bit like a refectory or a 60-year common room or some kind of, I don't know, because there's echo. To let the listeners understand, where it's, I suppose it's the work equivalent of a kibbutz.
Yes.
There seem to be people hot desking and enjoying soba noodles. So as you can imagine.
I've had my salutary bacon and egg roll.
Yes, you have. And I've missed out on the lovely horse from Barrow Bites.
But you phoned me whilst I was in there, and I put you on speakerphone, so they still had the delights of your dulcet tones.
They love me, apparently.
They do love you. Yeah. I can see why. Getting back to Glastonbury quickly, because I did lose my keys, which I came back with my lighter, though. I had the same lighter the entire time. So my lighter came home, but my car keys didn't. Mm-hmm. But through all the kind of debacle of trying to sort it out, and I was very hungover. But also, I hadn't looked in a mirror for 3 days because you're not allowed glass. And they even say that in the thing, you're not allowed to bring any glass or any mirror. So I didn't have anything.
What?
No, I know. So I didn't even know what I looked like. But when I went back to the production office, because I'd found out that the AA had a key assist on site, so I was like, all right, that's brilliant. So they can just come and fix my car because they were on site. I didn't realise that tweet was from 2019, so it wasn't actually applicable. But I didn't realise that when I went to the production tent, and then I told them that the AA assist were on site and could they direct me to where they were. And they very sweetly were showing me where the camp was in Greenpeace area, and then his guy just kind of reaffirmed that it was the AA assist that I needed, and I said yes, and he went, the Alcoholics Anonymous. I shit you not, they thought I wanted assistance with my alcoholism, because I can only imagine I looked like someone that needed help in that department. They were going, can you imagine if I turned up at the AA tent and gone, some guy there going, I've lost my family, I've lost my kids, I've lost my keys.
So, oh dear, sorry, that's someone with consumption here in the iron lung. What amazing, because I didn't look at any of this on Glastonbury, on Instagram, because I thought we can talk about it in the podcast. What happened?
So, I very carefully, when I arrived at Glastonbury, took my car keys. Once we'd unpacked, I put them in a little pocket inside my bag, and I said to my son, this is where I put the car keys. I'm going to leave them there safe so that I don't lose them.
Okay. And the euphemism for pocket in bag isn't your hoo-ha?
No.
No, this is an actual bag.
It was an actual bag, okay? And that is where the keys sat for a day and a half until I finally decided to go and have a shower and realised I'd left the towel in the car. So I got the keys, went to get the towel from the car. Then, because I'd also put my beers in someone else's tent who had a cooler, I thought, I'll just go and get some beers. So me and my towel went to get my beers. Then on the way back to go and get my shower, I bumped into somebody and we had a pint. Then I just put my keys in my bag that I was carrying around with me. Then I went to have a shower and then it all unravelled. Then I did a gig and then I got very, very, very drunk.
Were you in a towel having this pint with someone, or have I just made that up?
No, you've made that up. I was holding the towel.
Okay.
And then I'd put the keys in another bag, and then I just never put them back in the safe place.
I can't begin to tell you how many things are wrong with that sentence. And frankly, I feel physically sick. Isn't this just a preview of your motorhome life? And what the actual F are you going to do if you lose your motorhome keys? Because, sorry, if I find you walking up and down the M8 in a towel, I'll drive on by.
What I'm going to do in future is have several...
Oh, wow. Oh, she's got monkeypox.
Well, I've learned now to carry several keys. That's what you do, innit? I'll just plant keys everywhere for my motorhome.
Or like the Stones for Independence.
Yeah. There's going to be another independence. No, there isn't going to be another independence referendum, is there? Referendum? I can't even fucking say it.
Do you know what?
What?
Being honest, I don't think that's what the podcast is for.
No.
Politics.
No, I think we really need to discuss the seriousness of the world, Bruce, and have a conclusion and a resolution to all the problems that we face on a daily basis.
Well,
what's wrong with you?
Why don't you do what Nicola's doing and send everything, including your subscription to Razzle and your keys to the Supreme Court?
I know. She's basically saying, sue me.
Why can't she just get a hobby?
I know. Well, I think she's got one.
Yeah, I think she enjoy. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, we'll move on. God love it. No,
the main thing is that I didn't have an
Back to
ending.
Glastonbury.
I didn't have an ending to my growing old disgracefully show. I needed it. Well, you saw the preview. It needed another 15, 20 minutes, and now I've got it. So
it's funny.
Many a thing has happened.
What I am thinking is, you don't need to plant keys. You need to be in a room that someone else locks and leaves you in the room. Because you clearly can't be trusted going out in public. Oh, no, I'm terrible as well.
No, and I think because, I just, my head was mush. It was great, though.
But you enjoyed it?
Oh, I loved it.
And did you go and see any of the musical acts?
Saw Paul McCartney, and he brung on, that's not even a good sentence, he brought on Bruce Springsteen and Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and it was all very emotional. I was with Jonathan Pye, and he played the intro music that Tom used in his show, and we both burst into tears. And then a whole load of other people hated him. So Diana Ross, she was a bit shoddy, but I can't say that about a legend, apparently. But
you can say what you want. My niece, it was funny actually, because my niece went to see her in Glasgow the other week with my sister-in-law, and she said she was fantastic. And funnily enough, actually, other people that had been to see her in situ in concert said she was great. I just can never forgive her for ripping off Steps Chain Reaction. I prefer the Steps original.
You know, the other thing that amazed me, just in a life hack thing, there was security, but the hundreds of thousands of people watching Paul McCartney, you know, normally big events in Glasgow or Edinburgh, you've got all security and the big high-vis jackets and everybody's going, go this way, you can't go that way. And everybody's just really aggressive and unpleasant. But after, people just melt away. It was great. If you just put everyone on drugs and leave them to themselves, the life would be a much better place.
So you're You're advocating drug use?
Well, yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's not the official party line here, to be honest. We say, make an informed decision, do your research.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, get yourself some MDMA and be happy.
Are these the options?
There was I was offered mushrooms, but I was too scared
Oh
to
my
take them.
God, honestly.
I saw lots of people that were on mushrooms and they looked like they were having a bloody lovely time.
Well, you used to be able to buy them at that pipe shop at the bottom of Leith Walk.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember taking them with Mental Nicky that had Jeff the dog, right? Jove.
That sounds like an act.
And I genuinely thought she was about to force herself on me. I don't want to use the word rape, but I thought she was about to rape me, but I thought it was Tina Turner.
Oh, well then.
And we were in the KFC at the bottom of Leith Walk, and then I ended up in the Port of Leith, and it was a Hindu wanted me to dance on the bar, and I did.
Well, why not?
Yes. I was trimmer in those days. It was well worth seeing.
Actually, I haven't caught up with you for a few days. How is the Weight Watchers WW campaign coming along? You're looking...
The weight loss is fine. The response from WW is weighing me down. No, we're still... Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I haven't been back in touch. But no, it's all good. And I like my coach. So I've got Lorraine's coach.
Yes, I know.
Yes. She's
Dieting with the Stars.
Dieting with the Stars, yes.
Oh, and I got, look at these boots. I met the designer of Fiorentini and Baker boots, who are the celebrity boot to the stars, Jennifer Aniston and Gwyneth Paltrow and Victoria Beckham, and she gave me her boots.
Would you like to stand up?
Handmade Italian leather boots.
Right, okay.
Little beauties. I love them.
Oh, very nice.
Free gratis and for nothing. In the region of £650 if I were to pay for them myself. Well, second hand off the woman that made them.
Oh my God, has someone's feet been in there?
Well, I presume so.
How can you do that?
How can you not?
I think that's disgusting.
How on earth are you something wrong with you? I think you need tested for something.
Oh, the heat. I mean, I broke wind in the shower today and nearly threw up. The fact of...
What did you say to me earlier on the phone about your testicles getting caught in your knickers?
Oh, right, okay. So very briefly, because
that was this morning's chat.
We'll wrap things up and we'll edit out the politics section, because that's no useful to anyone. No, what had happened was I felt numb.
That's nothing unusual.
I felt numb. Testicle-wise, I forgot that I had testicles, and I was on the phone to you and I went, oh my God, because my gusset had gone, my party dumplings had swung out, couldn't feel a thing. I was raging because they're pretty new pants as well.
Not new testicles.
No, someone had written the following: the Old Testament is about as much use as an old testicle. And I said, I've had my old testicles removed and I am testament to that. And laughed for about an hour and a half. So yeah, I was trying to make a coffee, put the pod in the machine and couldn't feel my testicles.
Yes, I know. You discussed it with me over the phone.
I was absolutely livid. I was feeling them and I thought, goodness, they're smooth. They're smooth. So there you go. So if anyone's into teabagging, I'm not. But yeah, that was my TT, my testicle trauma for the truth transmitters.
And it was a delightful insight into your underwear despair.
Well, yes, and it's nice that we're able to share my ailments, but not yours. No. I'll catch you next time.
Okay, I've got thrush. Shut up.
How nice. I went to Glastonbury and all I got was this lousy thrush because I was being pumped under the smell of dung. I wasn't being pumped
under anything. I just think it was several days.
Was that silence? No, Jojo's a Kimbo.
No, Jojo was unhygienic. That's what she was. Well, it's hard to wash. That's all I'm saying.
What, in general?
Although I thought I was being quite clever with the baby wipes, but I think maybe that's what's giving me thrush. I think the moist toilet paper paraphernalia that I took with me, I think I've given myself thrush. I don't know what I've done. Anyway, if I keep jumping about in my chair, that's why. My
mum used to get thrush, but she put her tights on first, then her pants.
Yes, that's stupid though. So that's the pair of us. You with your numb nuts and me with my fucking fizzy fanny.
Goodbye.
I'll speak to you later.
Goodbye.